Discussing deep revelations, we find strength in each word. The kingdom conversations, with voices in each word. The kingdom conversations, where voices can be heard. The kingdom conversations, where voices can be heard. Join us on the airwaves. Come on and take the seat. The kingdom conversation, a place where all can meet. Together we'll strive. In faith we will rise. On voice of the nation radio, our spirits reach the sky. Eyes lost, prayers high. In faith we will rise. On voice of the nation radio, our spirits reach the sky. Set it so tight. When the kingdom conversations we unite as one, very lovely, spreading light like the sun. On voice of the nation radio, we gather round, talking about our faith, a message so profound. From every corner of the world, we come together, sharing knowledge, making the gospel popular. Discussing deep revelations, we find strength in each word. The kingdom conversations, with voices in each word. The kingdom conversations, where voices can be heard. The Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Kingdom Conversation that comes on live on Voice of the Nation Radio. That you can listen to us on Voice of the Nation on TuneIn, Voice of the Nation on YouTube, Voice of the Nation, Instagram, and Voice of the Nation on Facebook. You can also watch us and listen to us on Modern Ghana and also on our YouTube channel. So y'all welcome to Kingdom Conversation that comes on live on every Wednesday from 6 p.m. Eastern Time to 7 p.m. on Voice of the Nation Radio. Tonight, we have the privilege to have a powerful man of God, who always with us, he's a family friend, and he's been part of this kind of conversation since we started. Yeah, so I will invite General Apostle General Enoch Boateng. Hello, Apostle.
Chairman General, I salute.
I salute you with both hands. How are you? How are you doing today?
By the grace of God, I'm doing very well. I hope you are doing well.
I'm doing great. We beckon as a divine selection, so far as we are alive, we are so thankful. That's the gift. Right. Some people be complaining, but so far as I have the gift of life, that's all it matters. Because if you have it, you have it all. So you can have everything on this earth, and if you don't have it, it means you are nothing. So we always have to be thankful for that gift that He always bless us with. Yes. So today, Apostle, Kingdom Conversation, as we do it, we give you 40 minutes to tell us more about what you want to talk about, and then we bring our men of God, to come to ask questions, so it's gonna be lovely. And then they say, because most topic now, they say the crowd and the cloud.
Exactly.
I can't even hear now. Sorry. I want for myself who drew how. I know I did it. I be the big crazy video, but some boy, because the best say, you know, it's happening live.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. So it's about the cloud and then the crowd. You know,
Yeah.
it's gonna be powerful. So remember, Apostle take over from here. And then
and before that, last week,
you tell a friend to tell a friend and share it. Share it. You know what I mean? You can share it to your WhatsApp pages, you know, YouTube, Instagram, all the social media handles, because at the end of this show, you're gonna learn a lot, and it's all that we do. It's line up with the word of God. So you have nothing to lose, but you have more to do or to gain. So I will invite our guests to take over. Apostle General.
Chairman General.
The generals of the generals. Actually, we catch general now. They need to do.
Oh my! Last week we had a wonderful time.
Yes.
And then we talked about the older generation and the younger generation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we decoded, you know, a mystery about the older generation. I hope you can hear me clearly, sir.
Yes, I can hear you very
we
clear.
Decoded a mystery about the older generation, and we realized that it took an older prophet to thwart the destiny of a younger prophet.
Mm-hmm.
No, so sometimes we just need to be careful. The people we call father, spiritual father, the people we call senior prophets, senior apostles, are the same people the devil is using as a tool for distraction against the younger ones. You know, so when we take it out of the church, those we call uncles, those we call daddies, are the same people that are destroying the destinies of the younger ones. As we are talking right now, a young girl who is just about 20 years, you know, looking for the opportunity to even pursue her education, is calling somebody daddy. But this same daddy is also looking for an opportunity to destroy her virginity, you know, and it takes the fathers.
This is serious.
You know, it takes the older generation to destroy the younger generation, and we seriously have to check that. That is what we talked about last week. And man of God, it was a very beautiful one.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I learned a lot, you know, because like, you know, when we talk about sometimes, you know, anything, we're not saying don't listen to the old folks. You have to, but again, whatever you hear from them, again, seek the face of God to make sure what they're saying, it's also you from above, like you have heard it yourself or it have been revealed to you. Because last week at the end, I learned that this prophet, this young prophet who said this old prophet, and on the way he told him, hey, God told him not to eat. God told him, hey, as you go into that city, make sure you don't eat, drink, don't do all those things, and go for the assignment and just come back. But then when he get there, this old, you know, prophet also came out like, oh, God have revealed to me that you should eat and all that. So who should you listen? God already told you not to eat. And then a man also said, God has revealed. So why don't you seek the face of God again for him to reveal to you that he have changed his mind on that, so that at least you know, I come back to it like 100% Zubra. So you understand what I mean? Say, oh, you're sure that this is from God. But then if it's from man and you don't listen and you take from man, you'll be disappointed, and also at the same time, you later realize, you have lose a big thing. So again, this upcoming pastors, listen to the old folks, but again, seek the face of God. So yes, the last week was powerful, and that's what really I learned out of the whole thing, that no matter how the situation is, no matter how sweet it is, I still have to seek the face of God. So, Apostle John, I'll just let you know, I don't want to interrupt too much because you have your 40 minutes, and then, over at the wolves, we are coming.
That's coming. Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Barry, for this good opportunity. And I want to thank all your viewers and your listeners for the opportunity to speak to them. Today, I want us to talk about the crowd and the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd and the cloud.
Hmm.
In Tree, I would say a domino and a
The
domino.
dome, and then okay, so the
A
cloud
domino.
and the cloud.
Yeah, because you
Okay.
see the cloud, which is Mununkum, is a
Mm-hmm.
typology of
Munukum.
Nyankopon Adom, the glory, and Nyame Adom, the
Mm-hmm.
Nimonyam Nini Tumi.
Mm-hmm.
That is what it typifies.
Yeah.
So when I talk about the cloud, I mean Nyame Animu Adom, and a crowd, no, a domino. you
Mm-hmm.
know so in biblical terms, there are typologies. Anything we learn, we study or read in the Bible has a typology, and that is what comes in. Now, why am I talking about the crowd and the cloud? The crowd and the cloud has a similar sound, but
Yeah.
it has a very great
Different
dichotomy.
meaning. Mm-hmm.
It has a very great dichotomy, and that is what I want us to bisect and trisect. Now, what can the crowd do, and what can the cloud do, and what should you do in order not to miss the cloud because of the crowd?
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
I want your viewers, your listeners, to find time, just relax, chillax, sit back, grab your popcorn and a bottle of Coke, and enjoy.
Yeah, so let me repeat it again. The apostle said, relax, chillax. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
More chill.
yeah,
I want
yeah.
relax. You know what I mean? Yes,
That's
yes. So,
right.
so to our viewers and to our listeners, again, you are watching Answers. That's what is happening. If you do a
Yeah.
lot of shows, you are listening to Kingdom Conversations that comes
Mm.
on live on every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern time, and you can listen to us on TuneIn. You can listen to us on Modern Ghana. Listen or watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. In any ways, let your voice be heard. And today is a very powerful topic. He's talking about the cloud and the cloud. So
Mm.
like it's almost the same. It sounds the
Yes,
same, but
the
different
cloud and the cloud.
meanings. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's going to be powerful. So please get your questions ready. And today, yeah, you can text us your questions and somebody will say, "I'm your assistant," so I'm running my mouth so we can answer your question. Right? Okay.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, so when we go straight into the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and then we look at something from the Gospel according to Mark chapter 4, verse 35
Mm-hmm.
and 36.
Okay.
Now, the verse 35 says, "On the same day when evening had come,
Hmm.
Jesus said to the disciples, 'Let us cross over to the other side.'"
Hmm.
Verse 36. Now, when they, which is Jesus and his disciples,
Yes.
had left the multitude,
Mm-hmm.
in other words, the crowd.
Yes.
Now, when they had left the crowd, they took him along in the boat as he was, and other little boats were also with him.
Hmm.
That was Jesus. Now, this is Mark chapter 4, verse 35 and 36, where Jesus told his disciples to get ready so that they cross over to the other side. And the Bible said when they were crossing over to the other side, there is one thing they did. Number one, they left the crowd behind. One thing we should understand is that if you're watching us and you want to make a positive incursion in life, you want to cross over to the other side of life, you must leave the crowd behind.
Hmm.
Because before Jesus and his disciples crossed over to the other side, they left the crowd behind. There are some points in life, there are some times in life, you must let go some people
Hmm.
in order to cross over to the other side of life.
Apostle Sempa Nakadisano, yesterday. I have to let some people go. People already on the line.
Serious.
Hmm.
There are some points in time you must decide to let go some people.
Sure.
You must go through your phone, delete some contacts. There are some people you must let go. Look at the crowd, let them stay behind.
Hmm.
Let them stay behind in order to cross over to the other side. Leave certain people behind. Unim, one thing that is a bit scary is that somebody watching right now, the crowd enye nipa edinachi, the crowd enye nanfufu edinachi, the crowd enye subine.
Hmm.
The way she talks to customers, that is why her business is going down. Or communication
Hmm.
is very poor, and that is your crowd. Leave it behind.
Wow. That's powerful.
Yes. Obiawari Egu, just because of how
Hey,
he is speaking to the husband,
Apostle,
how she
you said
talks to
it.
the husband. Need DNA obu odema beema no
Mhm.
or twatching, and that
Hmm.
is what is breaking your marriage. Leave it behind.
Yes, so.
Yeah, Pamo obi efi adwuma mu right now because of the blunders they are causing at the
Hmm.
workplace. That is your crowd. Leave it behind. Before you can make a positive incursion in life, move to the other side of life and cause a major and an indelible impact in life,
Yeah.
you must leave the crowd behind. And that is what I am talking about, the
Hmm.
crowd and the cloud.
Wow.
Why am I saying this? Because if you're not careful in life, the crowd will not let you access the cloud.
Hmm.
Mame kan twi. Se wa ma wani anda ho a edom no e ma won sanka adom no.
Hmm.
Somebody is listening right now. O crowd e ye namfofo miensa bi a omo na wuti omafutuo. They are destroying your marriage. They are destroying your business. They are breaking down your family.
Hmm.
Omo na e ya ma ye pam we firi adwuma mu honom. Check your circle. The crowd and the cloud.
Wow.
Adom na ye ready say beso obi so. Nanso adom we di wachi ne mboa wo.
Hmm.
And it is very sad. It is very sad when you are making a move in life and you have a wrong crowd following you.
Apostle, dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Very.
Very dangerous.
Because then omo nka say enko you omo no support it if say dom no di wechi ne de na de oye ne yade pa.
Yes. Openimu bi nebu ne be. O say entuntum we otiso bi bo ne nsem a na adwen ne say a form of celebration by yepeneku no.
Oh yeah,
Isenka ensembo a celebration.
for sure.
To cheer somebody up. Why are
Mm-hmm.
there? Let's
Mm-hmm.
clap for him. Near boy and some. But then
Yes.
tontum sembo no nikum.
Hmm.
And tontum sembo no nikum. Ah,
Hmm.
Senka, Chairman General, a
Yes, sir.
kiss, a kiss is a tool to show love
Oh
to
yeah.
the people around us or the people we love. But Judas used a kiss to betray Jesus.
Huh. So it means the same thing, it can be good, it can be bad.
Yes, yes, the devil can use it. So sometimes in Pentecost, say, yeah, can food do afro no, yeah, can food chacha.
And yeah, easy.
Into yeah, omu ye wazana no, and your man ye crucify him.
It's a boss big time. And I said no more
Serious.
because the one that you guys say Charlie. What are you? You
Yes,
with
right.
you. Ah. Yeah,
So the
you.
crowd, the people surrounding you, the wrong people. I mean, who will be comment Angela Deborah or saying wrong people around you. It's very dangerous. That is why we have to pray.
Yes.
A lot of people have gotten wrong people around them. It's as if they are giving you advice. but in their counsel is destruction. In their counsel is destruction. As for the work or say you. So look at the people around you. Now you're very careful. Now, my dear, and so wow, my main show at the Mark chapter 5. Mark chapter 5, verse 40 to 42. Bible say, assembly na papa bi ne yere omoba efrim na Yesu kopi ho akọ bompa ya ma abofra no. And Bible say, Mark chapter 5, verse 40 to 42. And they ridiculed him, but when Jesus had put the crowd outside, he took the father and the mother alone into the room where the boy was laid.
Yes.
And those who were with him, the disciples, and entered where the child was lying. And he said, Tabitha Komai, and the child came back to life. Yesu, ekoduru hono, na nipa bochenku, there were a lot of people, there was the crowd. Some were crying, some were gossiping. We said it. Anytime this boy passes by going to school, when we look at the way he walks, we knew this boy would die very soon. We said it. When this boy was complaining of headache, we told the mom, take her to the hospital. We said it. So anytime there is a crowd, there are two things involved. Either they are crying with you or laugh with you, or they are gossiping about you.
And Apostle, it's like, that's so true. But then even you can't tell, because you find all that type in the crowd, because some are happy, some unhappy, some want it to be well with you, some don't want to be well with you. So it's very dangerous.
Yes. That is how it is. Some are happy for you, some are troubled.
Yes.
And some are just gossiping about you. We said it. We knew it. We knew that this boy would definitely be arrested. We knew that the moment he told us that he has gotten his visa, we knew he shall be deported by 3 months. We knew.
His shoe will get lost in the plane now.
Exactly. Akwabako. Osi enim say onya visa no de ko kire ne se wafo bi ne nanafo bi no so woman ba ko hwe ade ne say anti wenya on tu kwan so me call and no say ayo we say we dey see enim wo beba o ka kire no akwa no nya adagya ko fu plane no na o ti plane no so o si akodwonso plane ni na wiem no o yembie do no nkusi nkodwonso. Yes, yes.
Plane plan as all call restaurant as of say I will be made of
plane no e will wiem that
okay.
Onya restroom yembie main door no mpie nkodwonso abonten.
Hey, mercy. Not a mercy. Hey,
say na nkrofo ne ye no ofie.
Hey.
Yeah, for sure. And they had to return him. So be very careful the people that are surrounding you.
Yes.
Yeah, careful. Yes, you cry no kodru. Bible say he sacked the crowd. He put them outside. And on far kolane mame, far ne papa, and on far ne suafo no kan ho, and on muram. And
yeah.
So the crowd and the cloud. Anything you do, what brings the difference is the cloud. I don't know. And the difference, neighbor. But one year a domino and mawunya I don't know. You see how it is.
That's powerful. Yeah.
One year domino and mawunya domino, because in anything we do, the major thing we need is the domino.
Yeah.
And on the diako and the diaba and on a maya down soon BBM. But if you're not careful, the crowd will stop you from accessing the cloud.
Oh yes.
I don't know. Emma Wunya, I don't know. Now, Mami Free Honum, Acts chapter 9, verse 40. Acts chapter 9, verse 40. Dorcas, your baby, I know a boy for the power. To say, in any way, he was helping the disciples in no free, and they called Peter. And the Bible said, when Peter got to Dorcas' house, Acts chapter 9, verse 40, or say, but Peter sent all the crowd outside and knelt down and prayed. And Dorcas came back to life. So, and Peter and Sukopi Dorcas, they were talking. Some were crying, yea, Rade, assembly, yea, Dorcas, oh, we're Rade, and some two were talking. We knew the Yaman away. Or Tiano, sorry, also a boasso for or Bonya and then and or Dahono. We knew it.
Yeah.
Then Peter entered, and the Bible said, Peter sacked all the people, placed them outside the crowd. He sacked them and put them behind, entered the room, knelt down, and prayed for Dorcas to come back to life. And she came back to life. And we must be very careful in anything we do. So far as the crowd is concerned, we must be very careful. If not, the crowd will never let us access the cloud. A domino. Now, let me flip the other side of the coin. What can the crowd do? Because anytime you are doing something and you have the crowd around you, you always want to prove a point to the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
You say yes, and that is why when they are playing football matches, we have people seated watching. And when it gets there, every player wants to do his best.
Exactly.
Because Anyebiano, the crash at any penny more with ticket or no.
And yeah, easy.
Into one also to be
so
but yes, into a shego, I bet any proposal not to. He has to do everything possible to get there. So you don't, if you're not careful, the only thing the crowd would want you to do is to prove a point.
They always want you to prove a point, and
they always
it's not them. You also want to prove a point.
Yes.
That's okay. Like footballers, like they take supporters just to support, just to motivate them, to empower them. And you do things that maybe but with that support, I say what they find is Imaya Tambu Mema with them. Your boy some of them might be chalky cool, but who the no be or sure small. Just some reaction is different.
Different, yeah.
And I said, yes.
You
want to just because you want the people around you. You want to prove like you are tough. You want to show something. So it's very when it comes to that thing, that's the most dangerous things ever. The dangerous thing ever. Because won't be control person your senyame ambemu person chrom say wani ajamai.
Yes.
Then it will lead to so many things.
So that is the crowd.
Because
that's the crowd.
Obi akobu na bi wakohia bukwe bi na upako no person che bukwe nim search alo ye tough. Eso na bi anwode ni bi ni o. Boy be bo no.
Obaji asutro be ni o.
Over GBS or a damn bet my GBS 20, but opinion, your map, I put up a so yes or your top. Maybe I'll
yes. Oh, so that is what the crowd can do. The crowd would always want to prove a point. Now, my main for Yanko 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 10 and 11. The Bible said, Hannah prayed a prayer. Hannah, epebawinya. Eno kunya menase eno se rade ye madom na chemi oba na so chemi oba ne bia be de ne be ba for the amount no wa somo no wa show no nyam ne nkwanda nyina. So the Bible said that her prayers were answered by God. God gave her a son, and truly the boy served the Lord and gave glory to the Lord. The secret here is that na Hannah ewo rival be in tree no refi or okra or nikra bi on the twi ofi ho nikra da wodada aka wono enti na nko betumi akonyame no makoka serade she madona me sumi nwu bi na me nkyere penny na say sumi your ba me wo ye friend de wo ba.
Yes,
but she didn't want to prove a point. There were a lot of prayers on the desks of heaven waiting for God to append the signature of divinity. But those prayers have delayed. Why? Because the motive behind the prayer is wrong. Anything that does not give back glory to God, God does not sponsor it.
Wow. Because we need to get that keyword.
Anything that does not give back glory to God,
yes,
God does not sponsor it.
Thank you.
So into umpire na say umpire bon say who be prove a point in your community there any ebeche.
Yes.
Obi mpa bon say radio madonna me so me talk na me kire Mr. Manu say enyo no ko na twika o mantem ha. It is wrong. It is wrong. Na obi bompa radio madonna me nya promotion e wo baby ama ya fam adwuma mu na me nya sa promotion me kire esi say me na me boss. You see, so that is a wrong motive, and that is what the crowd will let you do. The crowd will always want you to prove a point. So if you're not careful, the crowd will even stop your prayers from being answered.
Oh yes, for sure.
And that is why Yesu oduru obiana na wapamo omo. Peter suduru wa na wapamo omo because when you're careful, crowd number ma wa ya ade bia wo be pray no nyama ma wo. Na nyame hwe ade a me ba be yama wi enye me mani munyam nti na wo pe ene me ansa ntika Yesu ebie do no nanka say nanka Yesu otumi na Peter so won wosra nti no so ka chem say modo no kra isua nipa na betwa hia wa ha no mu hu miracle no mu mbubu decide na yenya overflow say na be ya nipa don betimi hu sem ba benyane Dorcas.
Yes.
Yesu betu yaka say nipa don na atwa hia ha ye so mutumi hu nsankyerene na mikuta no maame ne papa bring your child outside, put him here na obi ahu bi no mu se na menya kola no. Jesus didn't want to prove a point. Peter didn't want to prove a point, so their prayers were answered. If you're not careful, the crowd will never let you access the cloud. When he resurrected, the Bible says,
yes. So I mean, I know we have about 6 minutes, but again, you are listening to Kingdom Conversation that comes on live on Voice of the Nation Radio on every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on TuneIn, on Facebook, on Instagram. Yes. So I mean, in any ways, let your voice be heard. Today is a very powerful topic. So I also have about 6 minutes for this topic to be over, and we start asking questions. So if you want to be part of this show, if you want to, be one of us and also come and share your opinion and ask questions and all that, we have the phone number scrolling down there. You can call us in London, in the States, and in Ghana. So anyways, let your voice be heard. So my question is almost on my chalk, on my already trained apostle, but the apostle can is so true. It's so true. Even look at Moses, what the cloud did to him, because they put pressure on him, and instead of him listening to what God says, he did the opposite else. So it's very, this thing is very critical. So guys, pay attention and listen to every bit of it. So apostle, shall I go on? Please?
Yeah. So the crowd, we are very dangerous. If you're not careful, put them behind. Jesus resurrected from the dead, and he didn't show himself to the whole world. Ascending to heaven. Jesus and an answer so much so the same name by now, maybe I'm at America. Come I say, this is Jesus, I'm back, man. You know,
yeah, you know,
yes, sign. You know, this sign. You know, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. You know, tell the world I'm coming home.
I was like, you, David, this all, Jale.
On
your mind is so. What I went to mind your man, who could do obey your man. What
yes. You see, and at that time, I used to sorry, you know. I feel what be free when I'm to be anymore. It's not to me, a PA for a dime because I feel the spirit in them.
Yes.
Obi our PA free would am nemun there. Obi to me every warm. In Camina me Yesua. And once I make quite him for not Pontius Pilate. If it's a pilot on man, Nama enter the war, ni what in the palace would the animal row. Nama enter. And once I make a sign, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. This is your man, nigga, man. This is your Jesus, man.
And it's nice we chest out like that, you know.
You know, it can make me when the actual be I
don't have to crowd 99 says, you make my mouth fans at door bay and why crowd it.
Yes, the crowd. But yes, Jesus revealed himself to few people, and then he ascended back to heaven. And also,
yes, sir.
You see, so if you're not careful, the crowd, what they will let you do, obey mobile.
Yes.
So in anything you do, if you're watching us right now, be very careful with the crowd.
Yes.
Opportunity number, but be very careful how you tell the crowd. Promotion number, but be very careful. The other time when Jesus was born, there was a direction that came from heaven. And here is the case. They met Herod and they told Herod, we have found a star. We are following it to see where the Savior is born. And the Bible says, Herod catch it almost say, but no boy. No boy in the sense that when everybody heard that the Savior has been born, the Bible said that they were very happy.
Yes.
They were seriously happy. But Herod was troubled. Happy, but Herod and Kwade no I troubled. Now some na ha no see a wagin kwano. This means
Apostle is serious. Who you
yes.
Na ya wu obi na wonu Satan na uru baby out. Na say akola kitu aware. Why are you troubled?
Yes, he's troubled because you won't say there's a new king that has been born.
Just a real small.
Yes. And I wouldn't say, also for my main chemistry be wouldn't say Herod any that time no now until the Bible say the sons of Issachar understood times and seasons.
That time, yes.
Why? Because they knew more about numerology. There are biblical numerology. Every number has a meaning. Everything has a meaning.
Wow.
Yes, until not Herod no when him say no into a head when him say onipa biano with date of birth e can be found. When nipa biano die they wo any the to say the number on the day say be 12th 13th 11th that number has a meaning.
Wow.
Yes, onipa bia that number die they wo one okra na two mo nti na fe no okrada. It is okrada no it's not normally about kwesiada ne memenda but at that point the number no I de wo no ye will be on the 1st of February 2nd of February third into the 1st 2nd 3rd 4th that number has a meaning and can tell what you are coming to do on this planet.
Apostle, where they crowd, but how can we know the meaning of it? Like, you know, and to our listeners and our viewers, like later, you should contact Apostle Jim. You know what I mean? Because
because there are certain things when you get to know, when you get to understand them, It will even help you get to know a Juma Kra also don't assume now.
Oh wow.
It tells, yes, there are a lot of people that are trying to do a lot of things and fact because they don't know these things. Into the sons of Issachar, they got this wisdom. And that is why Eshuafono and Yansafono was able to even decode and get to know that this star is a particular star that is showing us where the Messiah has been born. And they were able to follow it on which particular day, date, and time. And Herod knew this. So he knew the date who said, this guy, nah, if I don't look for him and take him off, Asemo Yabe to me. And there are some people, they are in the other side of life, the dark world. They know your date of birth and they know what you are going to become, and they fight against you.
Jesus. Ready man is asuna. Oh, who said Apostle General? You know we bring anymore, but who say we take it for granted.
Yeah. Yes. That is how it works. So he knew about Jesus, but the Bible said that he was troubled. Into not all ears qualify. Qualify say a better one semper. The birth of Jesus was a good news, but to Herod it was a bad news.
Oh yes.
So you receiving your visa is a good news, but to somebody in the family is a bad news.
Hey,
to somebody among your friends, it's a bad news. Because the world is carpeted with evil, wicked men, and unreasonable men.
Apostle, what time I so in some market kind of chess, every damn who may be a mean because there can a who here, papa, who said Pastor someone so I chalky.
Yes.
What I say, Pastor someone, you welcome though.
Thank you, sir.
I just say, and that's some new
General McCosh.
Pacha say,
General McCosh.
Hey, General for how? What did you do without a fire? I was to Robert was saying, pa. Hey, so y'all listen to Kingdom Conversations that comes on live on every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States, 11 p.m. at UK, and 10 p.m. at Ghana. So, hey, I mean, believe me, what we're talking about is so powerful. And to our viewers, to our listeners, y'all can share this and also can text in your questions. I see Angela giving up a lot of texts. I can't read, but Apostle is there to read for us because, hey, it's a mama no DNA, but who's the menu be kick out yeah, but I'm saying we'll start with the questions. So I'll like give you like a minute for you to conclude for us. Then we can start asking our questions because there's so much to ask and so much for people to learn out of this. I see she's saying she's learning a lot, which is the most important thing for us. It's not about the number of people, but the quality of it is what we, because one person can understand what we're talking about and he can make good use of it. I can use it to make a big impact than a lot of people listening to it and they don't use it to do anything. So, Apostle, over to you, Gelati.
Yes, so that's what that's what we've gotten to, the crowd and the cloud. Be very careful. If you're not careful, the crowd will never let you access the cloud. One here, a domino mawon sanka a domino. Nye nyinano, a domino na the echo. And so here, nipa bi etwa won hia no, omo ma wonhu adomino. So look through the people surrounding you. Not check it. There's some people you need to leave them behind. You need to put them behind and make a move. And we also got into a point where Jesus even asked the crowd to go so that he can raise a dead boy up. You got to Peter. Peter also left the crowd behind, put them outside, entered Dorcas's room, prayed for her to come back to life. Because they knew, say, when we are nipano, so some baby. no muraho kobompa ya microphone na insenchirene esi. And we also studied about Hannah, you know, praying to God for a son, not to prove a point to anybody, but just sending pie, but in the brenna or the best and so he didn't look at the crowd, he didn't look at the people surrounding her that are saying all sort of things. I'm a one cobom pie, Sarah the boy, and I mean to me, Yabana, main fan chile, as soon as he said, Mesusumi or Bami, where you're from the Badabi. He knew that it is God that can only sponsor the miracle. And before God can sponsor that miracle, God must scrutinize the miracle to know that the miracle will give back glory to him. If not, he will never sponsor the miracle. And that is how God works. And then finally, we learned that when Jesus was born, Herod the king was troubled, but every other person was happy. The birth of Jesus was a good news to everybody, but it was a bad news to Herod. So sometimes when God gives you a good news, be very careful the people you tell your miracle. Be very careful the people you tell your breakthrough. Be very careful the people you tell your good news, because your good news may be somebody's bad news.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
That's powerful. That's powerful. Wow. Because I've learned so much, and somebody say I have a lot of questions. I also have a lot of contribution. But since I'm penny for there, we have to let them take over. And Pastor Samuel, I'll let you take over from here. If you want to ask questions, want to contribute, and it's up to you.
Yeah. So I want to say thank you. Midamasipa and with the your mom share Asi and the apostle and the special host, Mr. Gary to the Danasi for this time. Maybe that question, but if I me starting with the contribution, or see John chapter 2, verse 24, 25. I think Jesus did not commit himself unto them, unto men. Sorry. Jesus did not commit himself unto them, because he knew all men and needed not that any should testify of man, for he knew what was in man. Inti see already is one funny one man nipa because on him ewo nipa mu. No, and on here so we be catching this and amansa etie. He did not commit himself to men. But asama ye can you know a very, very important issue. It's a serious matter. A serious matter. Our be engineer is because of this asema apostle share with us in your Nkrofo man call me nim nipa one call ne nim na gina saa ade ya ye kan ho asem enyumre abrante bi cry say na say ya akoshe kumasi a otu nyum kama baba wa bi akofro na akoko because of cloud. You know, and all is because Ebiana of Philly say this lady has got money. Well, losing in life.
Yes.
I'm telling you, nipa beti asema ye share we asipa na wa boni bra without the cloud na. Doma dani pasu be kesiye.
Yes.
Man.
Very, very, very important. And you remember a bomb power platforms that me share, many microphone share say. Chale me ministry muma hunya mapao. I've done this and I've faced this before. Now, Obamu say, Nkofwa hu usta. Oma hu say, bibi adon bi da so. Nyankopon betimi ayusu. Anasa obetimi ade kese bi ne wa kan wa hye. Wa hye da kan wa hye. Da kan wa hye pa. Na makawa dum na hye. And because of the crowd. Because of the crowd. Inti na pesa mi gina we so bisa apostle say. Inti ebani say Nipa na so na yehia say ni ayeye no e be successful.
True.
Yehia crowd no. Who you know, who see a cloud and what?
The crowd and the cloud.
In the cloud.
Okay. The crowd
and the cloud.
And the crowd.
Yes.
Exactly. Who are cloud now? Who's here crowd?
Who's here crowd? No, yeah.
Who's here crowd? No, here mupa because someone saw this a cloud na mom. Into everybody say how do you go about it? How do you go about it? How do you handle the crowd when you receive the cloud? How do you handle it? Because almost now we almost say so this are adum no edumo. Almost now who could share with them like Joseph. Oko kan na se mi share ni nuanu mu ipena. No ko tu amanem bebre, but it ended up bringing him to the place where he has to be. Until I'm say, how do you handle such situations when you get the cloud and you need a crowd? How do you go about it?
That's a powerful question.
That's a powerful question. Thank you so much. I like the John chapter 2, verse 24-25 now reading, you know. Now, you see, you need a people. So from the onset, Mr. Tianameka said, you know, from your question, it is like we're talking about Osofo. Man adom. Ohia edom no the adom na your muhojuma. So you need a crowd. Yeah. Very good. So here is the case. John 2:24-25. See, yes, now we name the winipa munti wamfane ho and to nipa so. Even though he was working with the nipa. So, number one, what you need is the wisdom of God.
Yeah.
To know how to live with men. To know how to move with the crowd. You need the wisdom of God. Because it is the wisdom of God that will help you discern to know who to tell your story.
Exactly.
It is the wisdom of God that will help you discern to know the kind of nipa domination washan omumu hwan na won form onya won krofo a oni ombeka suma sema nante abompai. When him say every man of God has a special people oni ombo empire bi. Omuye the prayer commandos in the prayer command center.
You know, inner circles, no.
The inner circle, no.
Yeah. But I was the way the question about whether they become light because and I'm about what would be about prayer towers, right?
That's right.
Aha. Now what's sort of we are because what
okay.
It's back Asaka who pray we are Asaka home. Prayer towers.
You know, so the inner circle, the one more those people tackle certain matters when it comes to osofono nanamu to be and you be an also and you know osofono nya issue bi wa your microphone and sign 9 bia or no kasa asem no ma bo mbaye eno no nkwa asoro dom nyina nanim enko announcement say so penny issue be say anything about the empire. No, there are some people who get to know that and they pray earnestly to make sure they will avert that situation. No, and that is how it works. It takes the wisdom of God to discern to know. You need them, but there are some of them, and I make say sometimes you even need to delete some contacts from your phone. Contact said these people, no, it's okay. Get them off. You need people, but not all people. And also for him say, I've answered your question. If it's okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think that you have the first point you made has answered the question that you need wisdom and discernment.
Yes.
And then there is one I want to add is this: if everybody will be able to study a bit of psychology. Psychology of men is good to help you to know how to deal with people and to see, people's way of doing things. And when you are able to do that, it will help you to navigate through how to handle the crowd, because the crowd there, when you follow the crowd, it is serious. A lot of things that are going on in our Christendom and religious circle, it is because of the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for
And
sure.
the crowd is making a lot of people do a lot of things that they don't have to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, because people are looking for crowd. Because they want to, somebody has started something. And they are starting started be na manyasa crowd nintino. And some kuma pimfo anase.
Yeah.
Me kuma pimfo ni moja na mi fan koye bibi.
Yes.
What a
Because of the crowd.
That's just because of the crowd. Me see kuma pimfo and omu yemumba to do things. I'm telling you. Just because of the crowd and the extent to which people can go because of the crowd. You will be amazed. You will be amazed. It is very, very, very important. Say, we are discussing these issues tonight. And I believe, all young ladies, I would advise any married woman or young lady who is going into marriage, say, never live your life based on anybody. Live your life based on what the Spirit of God is directing you to do.
That's powerful.
Don't live your life based on. Don't use any man as a yardstick for your life. And yes, you would follow this thing and then you would mess up.
You regret.
If even somebody like Moses, Almighty Moses, messed up because of the crowd, and because of that he couldn't enter into the promised land.
Exactly.
Then it should be an example to us not to follow the crowd when the grace of God come upon us. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm saying may contribute a little bit to a question, because I'm saying me Pastor Samuel Penna also. It's Pastor Samuel way, like one, we need them. We do need them because they push us to do greater things, or they push us to do bad things. So to me, like the way you said it, Apostle Kainu, you seek the face of God, seek the wisdom of God, and like most one kasa personal, have to seek the face of God, pray over it, seek for divine wisdom. And then with your also inner circle, you ankasa first, you yourself have to seek the face of God. Then with your inner circle, so you work with them. And then after you have empowered yourself, you come to push the cloud to do what God wants them to do. Yeah. Because if one and lining up with the Nyamia Sema, you are in trouble, because
that's right.
Before they baby will moon tin on be do must start be deal with you. So bibi kakra bi anyame efa omuye exactly omuhuwe no wo so nim de oye bia nyame fa mum esa obi yare nyame fa mu ema obi nya neni fire neni bia na ase bibi sa enti no muhu se tumi bi wo ho enti no so no nyame timi aye sa de, and that's why you have to go and seek more of that power so that you can deliver. Say a do time bina fe no so na mo bobo so no sa na fe no hu say to say the one your Ghana wo sa fe no hwe baby, you don't see the source of where you're getting all those power, favor, and all those things from, but you begin to be like it's you. Then you can do those things as it's supposed to be, and that's why you're crying and koyi. It's a phone na one year. They can push you to go and do something about Kojisena, Pastor Samuel Kane. It's all Koji BB, because you want to maintain them, and you want to you want to maintain and still have more of them. It's then it's like if you're not going for the right source that you used to go to now per se depend on you, like, because so no bomb one who bit mama nyema bebre one wo bon sa fe mo abrabo pa. Unyanyama a bit please Yaminama the source now one as Anyamano Minyano, Unyano, me unya because what started yes, hey. No, Utu baby no more do back room.
That's right.
Now after you won't say one share pet. That's how we now one no person maintaining it. You have to go somewhere else.
Yes,
Which you think is the easiest way.
Easiest way.
But one thing we all have to remember: so the enemy don't give anything for free.
For free.
Yeah.
Hey, anything that enemy will not give you for free. So it means who as you give as you taking from him, he's taking 10 times from you.
Exactly.
If you are sending there, definitely. So if you didn't go back to the source there, then expect it to come. It's I'm saying our time is up, but this thing is so powerful.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying every bit of it. But again, I mean,
let me make reference to Herod case.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I make us say, Herod at that time understood, the biblical numbers.
Yes,
he knew numerology, and that is why he was able to determine the data. They said, no, this guy has something massive to accomplish on the planet. It would even affect his throne. And, if that is the case, also I think another time we will come into that, and then we need to understand number one means this, number two, number three. It all in trust here. There is a reason why these numbers are there. And then about every body there is a reason why Jesus had number 3 as a special number in everything he did. Most of the things he did. Yesu started ministry at age 30.
Okay.
And number 30, you see the number 3 in there.
Okay.
And then he ended his ministry at age 33. And that is where he died, 33.
Okay.
And then when he died, he rose up on the 3rd day. And among the 12 disciples, he had 3 disciples he loved so much. You see, so the biblical numbers has a very serious thing. We should get to know. You should know Okra too, Okra. There is a reason why into Obasa Danoa.
Wow.
So number there's a reason. And you need to understand. You need to understand that it wasn't only given to the sons of Issachar. We all have been given that gift and that wisdom to make positive incursions in life. And we should understand. We should we get to know all these things, and then it will help us. It will help us a lot. Then things will be. Maybe I say, let me do this quick, even before we get into the biblical numbers. But maybe say, Mr. Barry, you've been the host. Date being any the world, not with date of birth now, but ABI 15th, 11th, 8th, 9th.
Okay, maybe I say me September until 09.
No, date like ABI 11th.
Oh, okay, 11th, 2nd.
Good. Into 2nd, and 2nd September. So the 2nd is the major thing. That is your number. That is your soul number. Yes. Yes.
So day is very, very important. The month need there, but the day is the main.
The day, the month, the year, and also one there. Yes, need a bia one there, but just the number no. A year would damn they will has something to say about you. So you being
Apostle,
2nd,
we have to come again about this numbers because look, this topic anyway. Remember Pastor Samuel, so then I'll analyze it.
Until you being born on the 2nd, of which you have the number 2 as a soul number, a person like you, you have a bit of mystery around you. Your intuition works so well. and that can make you a great prophet.
That's my guys. Who be there dancing? I'm doing about.
That's
what I said. Okay,
you know, and you have that love life. I mean, and you know, people like you have a very good taste. Very good taste.
Yes.
Because the taster make a taste. A very fine taste. You know, in even choosing a woman, choosing a wife, you have a fine taste, and you love peace.
Yeah.
And that is because you were born on the second, though. You love peace, tenderness, and you know, you are very romantic. Very, very romantic.
Apostle, say it again, though.
Also say it again, though. So, you know, all these things help. You know, even with talent, because you were born on the second, you know, when it comes to it, and that is why you're even doing this media thing now. Because when it comes to media, when it comes to music, singing, drawing, you know, all those features, and you have that sense of motherhood.
Yes.
Even though you're a man, there's a sense of motherhood because you are very responsible and make sure every child you have, you take good care of the child.
Wow.
And it tells all just because you were born on the second, you don't joke with any baby that comes on the planet from you. You don't joke with that baby. Wow. You want to take good care of that child. You have that serenity, you know, and you are selfless. You are not selfish. You are selfless. You go all out to fight for the people around you, especially your family, like your children, your wife. You fight for them. You always want to make sure they are okay. You know, and the person born on the second is very emotional as well. Yeah, very, very emotional.
Yes, men don't cry, but I'm the
So all these things, when we get to know, it helps. It moves us in a way. We are praying, and God has given us that wisdom. So when you know that, you know how to pray very well, and then, I mean, when God comes in with his intervention, not breakthrough, not pie. Let's just say that's how it works. Until I think at the right time, we will get into this. And then
yes, because with the numbers not there, we have to come back again to talk about that. It's Pastor Samuel, please.
Well, for me, I'm not going to talk about the numerology because I am not into that yet. You know, the expert should took the expert they talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. But what I would say is the issue of the crowd and the cloud. We like we all have said, we should always want to be with God more than the crowd. I will end with this. 2 minutes Pastor Enoch Nina. Your man preaching appointment. Afi crowd no be good holo. Afi yeah tiny times so. I'm got the crowd number.
Yeah.
I'm got the crowd number, and you know, a woman is on be preaching. Afi crowd no buying. That's what my so much.
Oh yeah. You if you want to see, I can't just say challenge. My pretty
yeah, chairman is out there. 10, 15 minutes. Been for Mike no more of penny.
It's
all because of crowd.
Yes. It's very true. The crowd.
Yeah. And then I would advise them. I think that the more you are with God, the easier it becomes for the crowd. Nyankopongasa control crowd no more.
Yes.
Yeah. So you should seek always not to be looking for crowd, but to rather be looking for God. That's what I would leave with everybody.
All right.
Then let's seek to be with God more than trying to please the crowd. And when we do that, God himself will take care of the crowd for us.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. Thank you all. But again, this topic, it's so broad. And what I learned and what I want our listeners, our viewers to know is it's always good to seek the face of God. Always. Don't quantity, look at the quality. Because even Jesus Christ, the Son of God, when he came, he needed just 12 people. And as Apostle said, even his inner circle, he always go with 3 people.
Right.
You know, so just 12 people, he was so like he was able to empower them that with these 12, all of us are saved today.
That's right.
So we don't have to look at the quantity. 2, you always have to seek the face of God and seek the wisdom of God yourself. You have to, because I mean, with they are there. The numbers are there to always, try to make you feel good and let you do things that you ain't supposed to do. Sometimes, I mean, when you see them, you say things that you ain't supposed to say because it's like you feel so good, you feel so great, and now it's all about numbers. But the God that we are worshiping, he don't look up to numbers. He can use anything. So to our viewers and our listeners, I mean, Apostle have said a lot. Pastor Samuel has also said a lot. And all I want to say is seek the face of God and just, apply a lot of wisdom. Because I don't know the who, I don't know, but maybe on my testina we can Apostle can almost show to me Herod to me who say, yeah, who ajinkwebi. It's also apply a lot of wisdom. So I'm specific costume. But almost finding out say Herod share no. Nyame ba nyame na nkasa no ye de ni dwane Egypt. So they apply wisdom. They know he's the Son of God. Nothing can happen to him. But look, you don't take chances on it. And just the family. It's so ye first, first year now bomb pie. That's not where or not playing with all this. You don't have to show off. When the time comes, it will speak for itself. Don't try to show off. I mean, sometimes we don't show off new way be dear, but try say ube ye be no nyame and no seeking nyame wisdom and his direction. And with that, you can move the cloud.
That's it.
Apostle, where dear. One question, then we come just this is just because they be a mikasa say me answer. Why? Because me I notice in Africa. Why say most of the prayer towers don't part of jail prepare here?
The question you
so when you also for question by answer me yeah.
Like, and yeah, I had the army but if you know your prayer towers no I know him too much. Mr. Someone taking care of them because it's like they always are in need, which I think is all more prayer towers in because they don't have to be him, but most wow. And I don't
care. That's right.
It's very true. Very true.
And ABA I'm out for dream bars, but I saw for to be more almost because some the pillars of the church.
Yeah.
But sometimes like we're saying, also when people say be money the year or be call and answer or be waiting, they be a nice or man who watching say obey they be a be empire. But I mean, this is what kingdom conversation is about. They really have to set it.
Also, Mr. Gary.
Yes, sir.
There is a principle that these successful people use, and that the principle is the principle that
you always be lacking.
It is it's a principle that the politicians use most, and some of the leaders we have even in the church they use. Now he knows say obie no mau. Now one kasa onya links na uye on to me be control biom. So in order to control as I say oba no aba be you to see the asha unsa hand to mouth, so they be to be established. And that's what they do. Number two, apart from the principle are these politicians and these people use to be able to get you to do the things that they want to do for you, no? Mostly the prayer warriors, no, omubon paiman osofonu into attacks I think about osofonu so no.
Na bomb so
into ebema omu finances here difficult.
Yes,
that is something that I have observed lately.
And that's also the fun we want to help them too.
And the intino ekobani say ukonye obi a oye stingy already. Na attack na sasa banu de ube yet sorry them we cry or come di wa ma wa bo yes. Wow. And number two, because of attack intino or soften whom mu amubuanu mo e won paibo no whom has nuisance or whom has mu ni aim.
Yes,
that's how it sees you. Yes, that's how it sees them. So even it's good say we should have a conversation, a kingdom conversation on these matters.
Yes,
and let's advise some of these guys to say they should stop.
They should lose up a lot of
time. They're doing that prayer tower thing. They should stop.
Yeah,
and use their time to go and do something for themselves.
Yes.
Because who the papa be achieve because of some car be Kawanga Sauko be away Juma top better car than what Nipano de Mauno. It will be better for you than to go and be following somebody saying
I saw company for more Western world. How many prayer towers they do, but everybody will be a Juma, but they're still praying. I mean, people they have no distance or limits. You know what I mean? It's just like coming together with one mind, one heart, and the mindset. But these people don't work, and they just sitting and just praying, which is good. But then you getting all the credits, and why don't
you're not helping them? Yeah.
Yes, they're not helping them. And you see, prayer is work. Prayer is work. It's not easy to pray. And you know, but Mr. Gary, if you watch it critically, you will realize, say, the people in the Western world, like in America and other things too, because they don't have this kind of strong prayer backing, their churches are not so strong. We need that prayer tower thing. But then we need our pastors to understand, say, it's prayer is work to travail for church and to pray to a certain level to get things to work for a church. It's work. You have to invest time and work into it. Until they should be able to make sure that they factor the prayer warriors, no, into their budget.
Yeah, because they are investing their time into it. So
exactly, because it's work. They are investing their time, so their time should give them money, which the pastors have deliberately refusing to do.
This like in the Western world, those powerful ones, they live very good. But then at the time of that, when it costs, they are there praying to support you, but at the end, they get paid. Do you understand what I mean? They get paid.
Exactly. They get paid.
The idea is for Nyame, and then there's nothing wrong with for Nyame. But then why one is enjoying it, we all can enjoy it.
Nyankopon cry is not in favor of what they are doing. God is not in favor of that in us of one year. And Nina said, Muse, Nkofo bi mbebon pay for free na omu wi a komu nkodi omu Nyankopon tisawo. But nipa na trimu odin and na papa yi ka say the world is carpeted with evil.
With evil, yeah.
Because of what say what they are doing is not right, but they are doing it.
Yeah, and then they're using the name of God to take advantage of people.
To cover it, which is very bad.
Look at Jesus Christ time.
Right, because
yes, but then we still that's what we have to do. Because time by Jesus Christ finish out 5,000 with a 2 loaf of wheat. He could have told them, give them a break, go and eat and come back. But then what he did, he just
he fed them.
Exactly.
He fed them. And the Rabbi Jesus Christ and now Janudi Natina Your friend is saying in Sunny Fast or Tea and one nation for anything in chain, they are sitting on 12 thrones with Christ.
Yes.
You see, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. Until we have to make time and talk about this thing.
Talk about it.
Yes. I mean, especially prayer towers win because things need to change. Maybe
you know,
they don't know. They don't know.
Maybe a cost to as of one penny as subordinates. Apart from prayer tower, no.
Last week, my assistant pastor's wife in the husband. You know, Charlie, me beka come because some wives in the husband, but my assistant pastor's wives, you know. I mean, all these things are coming. Look.
Yeah, last week we talked about the older generation and the younger generation.
Look, the reality has to set in because nyame, no. I mean, now it's not. It's past. The reality need to set in because. I mean, won't not me take advantage? Now, why or not he can't take advantage of you? Nobody's above the law. When we go into him, we are the same folks.
Yes.
No.
In the name of sacrifice.
Yes.
Yeah. So what they sacrifice?
Sacrifice. Then somebody's enjoying or no enjoy.
Yes.
Sacrifice. That's okay. And one thing about also the men of God when Nyame admunibane almost starts here. Almost what the man enko inim kakra. But about Western world, they say beginning they talk of percentage. I'm not talking say a business, but it's also a business because that's what we depend on. So that's what it's like. You need to work on it. Until before I be able to take shape, obia nka so bi esisi no. It was a adomo no egusu wo hose de tie na because obia no bebi ogina. But our trainer after the year no be church or no be start you sorry no. Until no will start to give a say no you no. We your fact nyame to say ye nyame bia say like laptop bia akoto aye. Anyway, our time is way but we will get there.
Oh yes.
I think we need to those are the things
we need to talk about
because yes, it's crazy. It is, but another you see more about say bibia na yenye wokukum na yen power ye ho na fe yen bra na fe yen fa me push because so Jesus Christ ye obia etitiri nyina no. That's how they operate. At the moment, you see your secret is your weapon. At the moment you deliver to the person, you deliver your gun to the weapon to the person to take care of it. But if you keep it, you don't even know how to, where the attack is coming from, or how he can even attack you from. To our listeners or to all our viewers, I know our time is a little bit spent, but again, see, because there's so much things to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, prayer tower need they say come once any as of
yes. And I said obi wa dum pa out muso wa dum. Also for be the godfather just kwala na dum no enye den. E ba ka ba o. Just someone ya ko almost saw. David, it's me akokum wo oman nyina de mumutimi nkum no no akokum no na wo so no bekum no pa ko no akokum oman nyina kila no wo no afi na wo bekum because in Maya o crowd now crowd kill
crowd no
okum for dum for o do ba come for do aba but again, I know, our listeners, our viewers just enjoying. We also really enjoying it. But hey, time is not on our side. So next week at the same time, we'll be here with a different topic. But all these powerful men of God are going to be here. And definitely, we coming with that prayer tower thing. We have to. It's coming. So, that's and right. Sometimes if you want to be part of what we're doing, you can call us. You can call me on 404-985691. In US, Apostle in London, and please put up your number. Contact us, and we would like a variety of men of God to be part of what we're doing. Share your opinion, share your views, and we bring the Bible into reality. That's all it is about. It's not about we are here to judge or justify or we're trying to be. No, we just bring the Bible into reality because it has to be part of our daily life, isn't it? So Apostle, because
That's right.
Me in live can be lead different life. The can no one see it the course. It is a one so di kodu na ya there. Miss mami di kodu ni bi. Ana yes.
That's it.
It's kingdom conversation next week at the same time. We'll be here for you. We love you all. Take care and be good. And remember, God bless you and seek the face of God all the time. Seek the wisdom of God to make decisions. And believe me, He will never ever disappoint you. Thank you and bye-bye. Shalom.
Bye.